got it.
Hi, and welcome to your Daily Stock Report brought to you by QualityStocks.net, where performance is tracked daily. I'm Vanessa Ramirez, and for Monday, April 2nd, we're bringing you the latest news from around the markets as well as the top movers to look out for today. In our headline news today, the market had its share of trading triggers on Friday, the bulk of which were bearish in Briefings.com's estimation. Granted, there were encouraging news from an economic growth standpoint, as personal income and spending were both reported to be up 6% in February versus expectations for a 3% increase for each, while the Chicago Purchasing Managers Index printed with a 61.7 reading versus the 49.5 consensus estimate. A number above 50 reflects growth. Those items, in fact, proved to be early buying catalysts. However, they weren't enough to sustain a strong bullish bias, as they were some of the overriding factors that effectively canceled them out. The biggest factor in that respect was that the core PCE component of the Personal Income and Spending Report, which is the Fed's favorite inflation gauge, it was up 3%, which pushed the annual rate up to 2.4% from the 2.2% in January. The Fed's target range for core PCE is 1% to 2%. To be sure, the combination of stronger than expected growth and higher than expected inflation not only squashed the idea that the Fed rate cut will happen soon, it also raised the potential that the Fed might raise rates again. Despite the negative implication and admission from Dell that it found accounting errors and evidence of misconduct, stocks managed to hold their ground fairly well before a late morning report that the Commerce Department approved duties on Chinese paper imports knocked them back into noticeable fashion. At their lows for the session, which were established just before noon Eastern Time, the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P were down approximately 105, 15, and 14 points, respectively. The impetus for the brand-based selling off supposition that the Commerce Department's action reflected a protectionist agenda. Whether one agrees with that view or not, protectionism never plays out well on Wall Street, given its determinal effect on overall earning prospects. Compounding the market's concerns midday were worries about the tension in the Persian Gulf between Iran and Western powers. Those concerns pushed oil prices as high as $66.78 on an intraday basis before they rolled over on a burgeoning hope that there will be a peaceful resolution over the weekend, with respect to Iran's capture of 15 British sailors. The pullback in oil prices helped drive an afternoon recovery that saw each of the major indices make their way back into positive territory before ending the day mixed and little changed. And now for our small cap news brought to you by Nascent Food Services. Nascent Wine Company Incorporated is one of Baja, Mexico's largest food distributors, marketing and distributing over 1,400 national and proprietary brand food and non-food products over 1,000 customers. Trey Resources Incorporated announced this month that the company recently completed the second best sales in the month for the company's history. January 2007 sales exceeded 710,000. November 2006 was the company's best month with 826,000 in sales. Trey Resources is involved in the acquisition and build-out of technology and software companies. Since June 2004, Trey has acquired SWK Technologies Incorporated, Business Tech Solutions Group Incorporated, Wolin Katz Associates, and AMP BEST Consulting Incorporated. Trey Resources Incorporated, previously at 1 cent a share, opens up today up 44% at 2 cents a share. Targeted Genetics Corporation announced today that the company's net income of $808,000, up from the loss of $3.6 million in the year-ago period. Revenue rose to $4 million from $1.9 million. The gains were due in part to the reduction in the drug development cost and through the company's collaborations on AIDS vaccines and heart drug. Targeted Genetics engages in the research and development of gene therapy products and technologies for the treatment of acquired and inherited diseases. Targeted Genetics, previously at $2.57 a share, opens up today at 66% at $4.27 a share. And that's our newsmakers. Stay tuned right here to Quality Stocks Daily for the latest news from small caps to large caps and everything in between from QualityStocks.net, where performance is tracked daily. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm Vanessa Ramirez. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Report.
You've got it.